Well, as we gather tonight, of course, we're in our ordinary time, and in our ordinary time, we slowly go through the public ministry and teachings of Jesus. And as we do that throughout the year, at various times, we're going to come across different sayings or different encounters that really stop people right in their tracks. So I think of, for example, the saying that we never want to hear is, "Depart from me, you evildoer, I do not know you." Never want to hear that from Jesus' mouth. That's what he's going to say to the people who aren't getting into heaven. So make sure you don't want to hear that in your life from Jesus. Or the one when Peter was trying to get Jesus to turn away from his cross, Jesus said to Peter, "Get behind me, Satan." Just imagine if Jesus said that to you. I don't want to hear that one either. So don't cross Jesus. But we have two words today, another phrase that really strikes people too. It's a very simple phrase, but it really does stop a lot of people in their tracks. It's two very simple words. Jesus says, "Follow me." These two words can paralyze people. It can give them great fear. It can give them anxiety. It can even cause them to be angry. "I don't want to follow you, Lord." But they are some of the greatest words we can ever hear Jesus say to us. Maybe part of the problem why these are such scary, such hard words is because we don't like to be followers in the first place. We like to be leaders, and we don't want to follow anybody. Or maybe it's a little scary is because where will he take us? Where will Jesus lead us if we follow him? Will it be hard? Will he ask me to sacrifice anything? What will this entail if we follow? But to all of us, in one way or another, Jesus says those same simple two words, "Follow me." Last week he was a little more specific. He said, "Take up your cross and follow me." Today he just says, simply follow me. And as Jesus went around preaching and inviting people to follow him, he encountered a few different kind of reactions. First off, he encountered those who didn't even give him the light of day. As he traveled near that Samaritan town, they didn't even let him come into the town. They didn't even allow Jesus to say those words, "Follow me." Of course, we have people just like this in our own day and age, people that don't give Jesus the time of day. A lot of people don't give him the time of day. People that just don't think they need him in their lives, in their homes, their families. People don't allow him to speak to them. Of course, on the opposite extreme, we had the apostles, which we saw today. I love this gospel. We see just how zealous they were. They wanted to bring fire down on that town for not letting Jesus in. It's great zeal. I've never tried that myself as a priest, but it sounds kind of fun. But Jesus didn't let them do it, so he probably wouldn't let me do it either. But it's easy to see how zealous they were, but it's easy to forget just how hard it was what they were doing. They were the first ones to follow Jesus. How radical that was, how strange, how new everything was. Nobody else had done this. But they really did leave everything behind to follow Jesus. They didn't just bring everything with them. They literally left everything to follow Jesus. And so somewhere between these two extremes of people not allowing Jesus to be a part of their lives and people that completely follow him, there's the other group of people, the most group of people who follow Jesus, but maybe put a few stipulations on it. "Lord, I'll follow you until you ask something real hard of me," or "I'll follow you until you disagree with what I believe." But today I think Jesus really is inviting us once again to pray about that invitation, to follow him. We obviously live in a very confused and a very dark world, and Jesus says to all of us, "Follow me in that darkness. Follow me and put my teachings into practice, and I will give you the greatest joys possible in this life, more than you can ever imagine." And all we have to do is really follow. He'll do the rest. He loves us that much that he'll teach us. And so as scary as maybe these two words might be, follow me, they are an invitation to happiness. If we do follow him, we will be happy. We will be freed from the slavery of sin, which can be so hard. Of course, Jesus does not force us, though. He leaves it as an invitation. Will we follow or will we not follow him? So as I was getting ready today, I was thinking of Shakespeare's famous saying, "To be or not to be?" And I was like, I think that might just be the wrong question, Shakespeare. So if he was here today, I'd say, "Mr. Shakespeare, I think you got it wrong. I think the real question is to follow or not to follow." That's the real question, because that's really what changes everything in somebody's life. To follow or not to follow. And just as a Christian myself, as a priest, I've never been disappointed by following our Lord. Maybe he does ask some hard things. Maybe it's not easy. Maybe it's not the most pleasant or trendy way, but if he does invite us to follow, why not? What's to lose by following our Lord? And so that's the question he kind of leaves us today. Will we follow him or will we not follow him? Hopefully he'll find us saying as they were in the gospel today, yes, Lord, I will follow you wherever you take me.